Thank you all for coming. First, Daniel wants to say a couple words, and then I'll introduce.
Hello, great to have you here. My name is Daniel, and I am responsible for the recruitment section of the Rainbow Festival. And after the seminar, if you are interested in the volunteer missions that we offer, then you can talk to me about those missions that we offer. And so it is possible for you to make a difference, like Sam does today when he speaks to us about the situation in Uganda. Thanks, and enjoy the seminar.
Thank you. And now Peter Folkstam wants to say a couple words, and then we'll introduce.
You know, when you have big stars coming, you know, all the way from Uganda, you need to have many introducers, you know. So I just want to say very shortly, because my name is Peter Folkstam, and I'm both a politician, but I'm also the vice president for RFSU, and I have had the opportunity to go to Uganda several times, meeting up many people. And the first time, actually one of my oldest friends from Uganda is Sam, and I'm very, very happy that you had the possibility to come to Sweden, and I'm very happy that RFSL has invited you here, because your story is very important to share, and it's very important that we always share this to everyone around us. And that's why I've been very happy as well that it has been so many journalists that have been interested in your story and what we are going to hear today. So thank you for coming, and have a nice speech.
Okay. The evening is going to be like this. Sam is going to give his lecture, and it'll take about 40-45 minutes. Then we'll have 15-20 minutes for questions. And then we're going to have coffee and cookies, fika, the Swedish fika. And we'll have a mingle where people can talk a little bit one-on-one with Sam afterwards. And then Sam will also be able to talk about taking up any eventual, if anybody wants to help, donations for his organization, which he will probably tell you about. No? Ladies and gentlemen, Sam.
Thank you very much, RFSL and Peter, for inviting me here. I must warn you, I am not a good speaker. I am quite very radical. You know, activists are never patient, you know. I must say that for me this is a privilege to speak before you. And as I see, most of you are young, and this gives me a courage to talk to young people as well. Like today, actually, I had this nice meeting with young people from Amnesty International. I was very much empowered, and so forth and so on. Normally, I don't actually write speeches, but in this case, I thought probably it's good to have something written down, because it keeps me within the time limit. Otherwise, I like to yap a lot and talk, and people will fall asleep. So just to start on, I'll go a little bit slow, and I welcome questions, as many as possible. If I'm in a position to address them, I will be in position to address. If I am not, then I will not. Otherwise, I'm sure I will address most of the questions. So let me have this officially. Ladies and gentlemen, with warm regards, I bring you great regards from the LGBT community in Uganda. The LGBT movement has grown over the years, despite the challenges that have been and still are prevalent with the organizations such as Queer Youth Uganda and LGBT organizations. There has been access to different services that are tolerant to the needs of the LGBT persons in Uganda. This we have managed to do assistance from different stakeholders, but none from the politicians and the government back home, since we are still seen as illegal and a disgrace to the society. On Friday, on the 20th of December 2013, will go down in the history as the darkest day for the LGBT people in Uganda. And it will be remembered as the day the Ugandan parliament decided against the human rights, the human dignity. The day members of parliament went against the United Charter, which Uganda as a state is a principal signatory to it. It will be remembered as a day the parliament promoted hate crime for a group of harmless people, which is the LGBT persons in Uganda. From my broad point of view, and the rest of the people in Uganda, including every LGBTI, this notorious anti-homosexuality bill is not just a bill which is unconstitutional. It will also be a devastating effort by the government of Uganda, civil society coalition, and other partners to attempt to correct Uganda off track in response to some provisions within the bill, e.g., the registration of all the organizations which are working with the LGBT, hence leading to the closure of offices. To name a few of them, that will be including the embassies who are working together with the LGBT community, Amnesty International, which is working in support of the LGBT, other human rights organizations, feminist organization movement, and other small partners, probably can also be individuals who are in support of the LGBT work. These all people will go down in books and their work or their offices will be closed. The passing of the bill created an environment for fear and uncertainty. For the leaders in the community, it is even more dangerous since many of us can easily be identified. The reaction from the public is unknown, although a few individuals have already been victims of violence, hate crime, and blackmail, among other wrongdoers. This situation is unacceptable, and as leaders, we shall not tire in rectifying it. It is the duty of us as leaders, stakeholders in the society, to correct such deliberate misdirections from the politicians. The power they have is not for them to suppress part of the society, which is us, the LGBT community, but for them to create harmony, unity, tolerance for every member of the Ugandan society.